Too often people go through life feeling powerless, as if their success, happiness, and future are controlled by external forces, circumstances, other people, or past failures. They believe that if they were born into a different family, had more resources, or had better opportunities, then they could be successful. But the truth is, the power to create the life you desire has never been outside of you. It has always been within you. From the moment you took your first breath, you were given everything you needed to fulfill your purpose. You weren't created to live a life of mediocrity, just getting by, just surviving. You were created with strength, resilience, and potential far greater than you've imagined. The problem is most people never tap into that power. They go through life waiting for permission, waiting for the right moment, waiting for someone else to tell them they are capable. But if you are waiting for a sign, this is it. You are stronger than you think, wiser than you realize, and more powerful than you have been led to believe. Your power lies in your ability to choose. You may not be able to control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. You can control your attitude, your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Life may throw challenges your way, but you have the power to rise above them. You have the ability to shift your mindset from defeat to determination, from fear to faith, from limitation to possibility. Think about the times you faced obstacles that seemed impossible to overcome, times when you thought you wouldn't make it, but you did. Those moments weren't accidents. They were proof of the strength inside of you. You may not have recognized it then, but it was your inner power that carried you through. It was your will, your faith, your resilience that kept you moving forward when everything in you wanted to give up. The world may try to convince you that you are ordinary, that you don't have what it takes, that you are just one person among billions. But history has been shaped by individuals who understood the power within them. They were not necessarily the smartest, the wealthiest, or the most talented, but they believed in their ability to make a difference. They refused to let doubt, fear, or circumstances define them. They tapped into the power that was already inside them, and they changed the world. When you recognize the power within you, everything shifts. Your mindset shifts, your actions shift, your future shifts. Because once you realize what's inside of you, there is nothing, no challenge, no setback, no opposition that can stand in your way. Every word you speak carries weight. It has power to build or destroy, to create or limit, to push you forward or hold you back. The words you say about yourself, your future, and your circumstances are not just empty statements. They are seeds planted in the soil of your life. And whatever you plant, you will eventually see grow. Too often, people speak defeat over their own lives without even realizing it. They say things like, "I'll never get ahead. I'm just not good at that. I always mess things up. Nothing ever works out for me." They don't recognize that by speaking these words, they are reinforcing negativity, giving strength to their doubts, and shaping their reality in a way that aligns with those statements. Your mind listens to what you say, and over time it begins to believe it. If you constantly say, "I'm not smart enough," you will start to act as if that's true. If you repeatedly say, "I'm always broke," you will make choices that keep you in financial struggle. But the good news is, just as negative words can hold you back, positive words can propel you forward. What would happen if you started speaking differently? If instead of saying, "I can't do this," you said, "I am capable and I will figure it out"? If instead of saying, "I never get good opportunities," you declared, "The right doors are opening for me"? Words are not just sounds, they are commands you give to your life. When you declare victory, success, strength, and abundance, you set things in motion to align with that truth. This isn't about ignoring reality or pretending challenges don't exist. It's about choosing to speak life, even in difficult moments. Instead of saying, this situation is impossible, say, this may be hard, but I will find a way. Instead of saying, I'm always unlucky, say, I am blessed and good things are coming my way. Think about the most successful, joyful, and confident people you know. They don't go around speaking negativity over their lives. They declare their success before they see it. They speak faith even when they face struggles. And they use their words to shape a world of possibility instead of limitation. Your words are like a paintbrush, creating the picture of your life. What kind of picture are you painting? If you don't like the way things look right now, change the words you are speaking. Because when you start speaking power, faith, and victory, you will see your world begin to shift in ways you never imagined. Your life moves in the direction of your most dominant thoughts. What you continually dwell on, you will eventually live out. If you think small, you will live small. If you think defeated, you will live defeated. But if you think victory, success, and possibility, your life will begin to align with those thoughts. Everything you see around you, every invention, every business, every success story, started as a thought. Someone had a vision, believed in it, and took action. The same principle applies to your life. The thoughts you entertain today are shaping the reality you will live tomorrow. It's why it's so important to guard your mind and be intentional about what you allow yourself to think. Too many people let negative thoughts control them. They wake up already believing the day will be difficult. They replay past mistakes, convincing themselves they'll never change. They see a challenge and immediately think, I can't do this. But here's the truth. You don't have to believe every thought that comes into your mind. Just because a negative thought appears doesn't mean you have to accept it. You have the power to reject thoughts of doubt, insecurity, and fear, and replace them with thoughts of strength, confidence, and possibility. Think about a thermostat. It doesn't just react to the temperature in the room, it sets it. Your mind works the same way. You can let your circumstances dictate your thoughts, or you can set your thoughts on what you want to create. Instead of thinking, I'll never be successful, decide to think, I am capable of great things. Instead of dwelling on, nothing ever works out for me, shift to, new opportunities are coming my way. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a mindset shift that rewires your brain for success. When you think empowering thoughts, you take bold actions. When you expect good things, you recognize and seize opportunities. When you believe in yourself, you carry yourself with confidence, and that confidence attracts success. Some people have been held back for years, not because they lacked ability, but because they never changed their thinking. They let fear, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs keep them from stepping into their full potential. But that doesn't have to be your story. You have the power to change your thoughts, and when you do, you will change your future. The life you desire starts in your mind. If you want to see growth, start thinking bigger. If you want to achieve more, start believing that you can. Because the moment you shift your thoughts, everything around you will begin to shift as well. Fear is one of the greatest forces that holds people back from their destiny. It whispers lies, magnifies obstacles, and convinces you that you don't have what it takes. Fear will tell you, you're not smart enough. You're not strong enough. What if you fail? It will paint worst-case scenarios in your mind and make you believe that stepping out is too risky. But here's the truth. Fear is a liar. It has no real power, only the power you give it. Fear is like a shadow. It looks big, but the moment you shine light on it, it disappears. And the only thing stronger than fear is faith. Faith is the belief that even when you don't see the way, there is a way. Faith is choosing to step forward even when fear is screaming at you to stay where you are. Faith is trusting that what's ahead is greater than what you're leaving behind. Some people let fear control them their entire lives. They never start the business, never chase the dream, never take the risk, because fear tells them, what if it doesn't work out? But what if it does? What if that opportunity leads to something greater than you ever imagined? What if that step of faith is the key to unlocking your full potential? The greatest victories in life don't come when everything is certain. They come when you step out, even when you don't have all the answers. They come when you say, I may feel afraid, but I'm not going to let fear stop me. Think about the moments in your past when you overcame something you once feared. Maybe it was speaking in public, taking on a new challenge, or making a big decision. At the time, fear told you, you can't do this. But you did. And looking back, you realized that fear was just an illusion trying to keep you small. You are not meant to live in fear. You are created to walk in boldness, confidence, and faith. Fear will always try to show up, but you don't have to entertain it. You can choose to push past it. You can choose to believe that greater things are ahead. You can choose to step into the life you were meant to live, not controlled by fear, but driven by faith. You may not have all the answers, and you may not see how everything will work out, but if you trust the process and take this step, doors will open, opportunities will come, and you will realize that faith was the key to unlocking the life you were destined for. There is nothing ordinary about you. From the moment you were born, there was greatness inside of you, gifts, talents, and potential that are uniquely yours. You were not put on this earth just to survive, just to go through the motions, just to get by. You were created to stand out, to make an impact, to do something that only you can do. But too many people settle for less than they were meant for. They let fear, doubt, and past failures convince them that they are average, that they don't have what it takes, that greatness is for someone else. They look at successful people and think, I could never do that, not realizing that the same power, the same ability to rise higher is already inside them. Your circumstances do not define your greatness. Your past mistakes do not cancel your destiny. It doesn't matter where you come from, what setbacks you faced, or what others have said about you. What matters is that you were created for more. Think about an acorn. It's small, it looks insignificant, but inside of it is the potential to become a massive oak tree. The greatness is already there. It just needs the right environment to grow. The same is true for you. You may not see the fullness of your potential yet, but it's already inside of you. It's time to stop playing small. It's time to stop letting excuses hold you back. It's time to rise up and step into the greatness you were created for. People may doubt you. Life may throw obstacles in your way. But when you recognize who you are, when you realize that you are capable, strong, and filled with purpose, nothing can stop you. Greatness is not about fame, money, or titles. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about using your gifts, pushing past limitations, and refusing to settle for anything less than the life you were meant to live. The question is not whether you were created for greatness. The question is, will you believe it? Will you stop letting fear hold you back? Will you stop settling for average? Will you step into the power, the purpose, and the potential that is already inside of you? You were never meant to blend in. You were never meant to stay stuck. You are designed for impact, for influence, for something bigger than yourself. The time has come to rise higher, to dream bigger, to live bolder, because when you step into your greatness, you inspire others to do the same. There are no limits on your life except the ones you believe in. Too often people live inside invisible barriers, convinced that they can only go so far, achieve so much, or become a certain version of themselves. They tell themselves, this is just the way it is. I'll never get past this level. I'm not talented enough, not lucky enough, not connected enough. But those limits are not real. They are mental chains built by fear, doubt, and past experiences. The truth is, you were created to break barriers, to rise beyond the expectations placed on you, and to step into new levels of success, strength, and purpose. Some people go through life accepting every limitation handed to them. They listen when others say, you'll never make it, or no one in your family has ever done that. They allow failure to convince them that they aren't capable. But your destiny is not determined by what others say. Your potential is not based on your past. It's based on the power within you, the power to believe, to push forward, and to break every limit that tries to hold you back.